Hi Cancer, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com and you can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. Cancerians, we come to an end of 2012 and it's been quite an eventful year for you. I think starting from the first quarter, where a lot of you have been trying to get out of your shell and network more. Friendships have been a key for you in 2012, Cancerians. So has been networking, expanding your work. I think it has been very interesting to see, and even if you were to take stock of as to how the year has spanned for you, you will realize that unknowingly you have stretched yourself, you have gone beyond your boundaries, and you have managed to get things that you had set out to accomplish in the first place. Like a lot of zodiac signs, finances have been also quite a key factor for you this year. But then so has family, which is not a big surprise. For you, your house is where it is that it finally begins and ends for you. So, some of you could have also bought your own houses, some of you could have finally shifted into your dream house, and also I see a lot of dreams that have got accomplished in this year, or rather, I would say a major step towards achieving your dreams has got started. In December, Cancerians, we're going to be starting with a Uranus trine. And Uranus is a planet of unconventionality, it is a planet of chaos, it's also a planet of movement. And Uranus at times makes you do things which are a little unpredictable. So you may not be planning to say something, or you could be having that conversation with yourself in your head, and you may all of a sudden find yourself blurting it out. So just watch your speech this month, especially at your workplace, especially when you're dealing with sensitive issues, contracts, legalities, and pay a lot of attention to the paperwork that needs to get done. Mercury is also going to be, we know there was a retrograde between the 6th and the 26th. In fact, when I'm recording, I'm quite caught in the Mercury retrograde. So I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that I will be able to get this video up on time. It's really not the best of the times to be recording or having any sort of a communication. So there could be some little bit traces of Mercury retrograde that could be there as well as you start December, and that could again mean that things could be slightly slow if you have been waiting for a communication to come to you regarding a deal or a project that you have recently invested into. So just have a little bit of patience till about mid December and there would be clarity. um, there is also a lot of focus this month, Cancerians, on your health, on diet, on how it is that you take care of your body, the health regime that you're following. A lot of focus on that. There is also a lot of focus on your day to day things, things that generally make your mundane life go by. So I think you would be busy with your normal chores, stuff that needs to get done around the house, maybe small renovations, fixtures that need to be done. So December could see you, start of the December could see you a bit occupied, just running around the house and just being a little busy over there. Interestingly, this mundaneness just lasts till about mid month. Mid month, we have some excitement that is happening in your work area, and there could be some restlessness. I think some of you may just all of a sudden give up what it is that you have been doing for a long time and just opt for something radically different. And it could be something that you have been wanting to do. It could be maybe you've been wanting to paint for the longest of time. It could be that you've been wanting to read or maybe pursue philosophy, spirituality more seriously, and it will see you sort of picking it up quite seriously. I think this is also a change that a lot of you will welcome. This is not something to be scared about, Cancerians. I think this is something that you have been mulling for a very long time. This is a change that is much required also. I think for those of you who have been living in fear and have not been wanting to move out of the stagnation that has taken place, consciously or unconsciously, I think this little push is going to help you, overcome whatever it is that you have been sort of struggling with. And it's quite a nice thing with your work. I think this new thing that you're planning to do will be quite nice, and it will be not just challenging as far as your mind is concerned, but this is something which will just open up more avenues for you as far as work is concerned. So, quite interesting. I think it could be quite a window to lead you on to other things. We then have Sun moving into your seventh house. That is a house of relationships, it's a house of partnership and marriage. And then you have Mars, which goes in, moves into your eighth house, which indicates that relationships, partnerships are going to get more serious, they're going to be getting more important. Or you could be seeking counsel of your friends as well, or maybe a second expert opinion from somebody whom you consider as a friend. So this time, this is around the mid month again, around the 20th, where you could be seeking expert advice from friends or from people whom you consider as friends, as experts on advice on whether it is a new project that you're intending to do or investment that you have recently done into a business partnership. However, do remember that people have their own opinions, they have their own way of dealing with things. So don't feel slighted or don't feel sensitive if certain friend or friends do not rise up to the occasion and help you as much as that you expected that they would, or as much as you thought that you would get out and do something for them. So try not to get too upset by this, and this is towards the last week of December. Try not to get very sensitive about it. It's quite all right. People have their own opinions, and you can and I always say, it's always better, no matter how close a friend is, it's always good to keep your expectations in check, yet go ahead and do all that you can. That said, I think have clarity as to what is it that you want out of the business partnership or the venture. If you're getting into a partnership, or if it is a business project that you're picking up, or you have somebody else who's investing in it for you, do be clear onto the fine print of it as to what are the clauses, what is it that the deal entails, who gets how much of share. So be quite clear over there. Also, try not to follow the conventional route, Cancerians, towards the end of the month. Try and be innovative, try and be fluid. Rigidity is something that will not do you much good. So even if you feel that you may be doing things in a certain way, or that's a tried and tested route and you know how that works, trying little bit of innovation, creativity, unconventionality, it may just pay off the risk quite well. So keep that in mind this month while taking decisions. Overall, 2012 has been a good year for you, Cancerians. So, financially, there have been some concerns towards the first half of the year, and also there have been some amount of a self doubt wherein that you should go ahead with a certain project or a job, or should you quit and do something of your own. I think as we close 2012, there is a lot of clarity, there is a lot of sifting of the mind process wherein you are not just more clear, but you're more sure and confident of yourself that yes, you're able to do it. And like I said, for those of you who have moved into your new houses and taken the first step and towards your dream, whether it's a house or it's a condo that you have just bought, or moved into a new country where you've always wanted to live, It's been a great decision. It is something that you have been sort of sitting and mulling for a long time. Also, children have been a great source of comfort, I think, this entire year. So that's a great blessing nonetheless. So have a lovely Christmas. Have a brilliant New Year. I'll see you again next year in 2013. And thank you so much for watching.